What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Technique Tuesday, the channel. We love to have you on checking us out. If you didn't see UFC 294 this past weekend, it was flipping awesome. And of course, we got to talk about the main event, Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski. Put him away in the first round. We're going to talk about why that happened and why Islam is arguably the best fighter on the planet. Let's get into the video. What up, everybody? What's up, everybody? All right, so the head kick heard around the world this past weekend, and we're gonna talk about why this head kick was there all day long. Number one, it's easier to hit somebody in the head with especially a roundhouse kick when you're in an open stance. Let's talk about why that is. There's a few things that I gotta watch out for if I'm in a closed stance. So if he's got his left foot in front and I've got my left foot in front of him, I want to throw my most powerful kick, which is my back leg roundhouse kick. I have to watch out and be able to get over this shoulder. This is the hardest part to get over, is the shoulder. A lot of people don't teach a karate roundhouse kick or a question mark kick. Most gyms don't, or people aren't very good at throwing them. And that's the only way to get over this front shoulder if you're in a closed stance. Very difficult to get this leg over the shoulder to land on my opponent. Now, why is that? It's super easy. Usually when the guy throws that back leg roundhouse kick, the first thing you do is shrug your shoulder. This right here will deflect 99.9% of your back leg roundhouse kick with ease. It's just lifting the shoulder up. Now, if I bring my hand up at the same time, it's just an easy move, easy block to do. From an open stance, a lot more movement is involved blocking my back leg roundhouse kick. And not only that, from an open stance, I have more targets. If I kick you in the head, you're gonna be thinking head kick, which means I'm gonna bring this arm up, which leaves what now? The body kick. So now I can go to the body or I can go to the head with max power, and it's very difficult to know which one I'm going to do, so it's hard to block both. It's longer to get your hand up to your jaw from here, from that open stance. A lot more movement than this, right? And of course you got to worry about the body kick. But what makes it easier for this instance was Volkanovski was a lot shorter. For instance, my last opponent, Kevin Holland, very difficult to kick this dude in the head. It's just more room for my leg from the ground to go up to my target, a lot more ground to cover. When you have a shorter opponent, very easy to get that leg to the head and get max power because I can roll my hip over a lot easier. So, open stance, I've got the body kick, and of course I've got the head kick. So, that's number one. Open stance, shorter opponent, it's a given. The back leg roundhouse kick is there. The second thing why I think that this head kick happened so easy was because Islam Makhachev was constantly going to the body in this fight. He knew that Volkanovski was coming in 11 days notice. He probably was a little fluffy, not in the greatest shape that he could be in, so it was very smart for him to start attacking the body. And when you get guys that are attacking the body and they hurt to the body, those hands automatically start to drop a little lower. So he was constantly throwing the front kick, boom, to the body throughout that first round, and of course the low leg kicks. Islam ended up hitting him early on that first round with a head kick. Volkanovski was kind of leaning away from the kick, which it wasn't as effective. If I throw a roundhouse kick and you move with the kick, it takes power off of that kick. The second time, hit him with it once, knew it was gonna go there again. He knew he could get that leg there again from an open stance. Let me attack the body a little bit with some front kicks, some of those leg kicks, and I'm gonna throw that powerful roundhouse kick to the head. So we did that. He did that exactly. It was right on the money. Another reason it was so effective is because Volkanovski leaned in to that kick, making it that much more powerful. Using the shin, it cut him right over the eye. The shin hit first as he leaned into it, and that made it way more powerful. The fourth thing is he kicked over his glove. In kickboxing, when you're sparring, we get so used to using that entire glove, that 18 or 16 ounce glove, to protect your entire head. But when you wear MMA gloves, you don't get that effect because the glove is a lot smaller. You don't cover as much surface of your noggin as you would if you had a big kickboxing glove on. So you see all kinds of fighters use this. Mirko Cro Cop, perfect example of using the kick that Islam used this past weekend. So if I know that if your glove is gonna be here when you block it, I'm just gonna aim a little higher. So you gotta have the flexibility to do that. He was in an open stance. I was attacking the body. He was attacking the body, softening his body up because he was thinking here. And when he rolled it up to the top, he leaned into it, brought his hand up to about right here, and that shin glanced right off of his temple. So I did this against Ellenberger, but with a completely different kick. Do a spin hook kick. My first spin hook kick, hit him right here, boom, on the neck. So I knew that his hand, he didn't want to get hit there again, so he would bring his hand right to that spot, which left his temple open. The second kick that I threw, the second spin hook kick, I aimed right above his hand, hitting him right, boom, in the temple. So Islam, first kick, boom, hit him right on the head. He leaned away from it. Second kick, did the same thing. He knew it was there. He knew he wasn't gonna change, because when you build that muscle memory up, you do it every freaking time. That hand goes right here, right here. He was just taught that over and over again. So he just glanced that shin right off the top of his temple, and down he went. So, Islam Makhachev's observation of the fight, his preparation of the fight, I guess leading up to it, he knew the head kick was there from the first fight. He knew he was coming in 11 days notice, he was gonna be a little soft, and if he softened that body up a little bit, allowing those hands to drop, it's gonna be easier for the head kick. He knew that head kick was gonna be there because he landed the first time. And second, if I can get this guy leaning into it, because he doesn't know if he's gonna throw a front kick or a body kick, so he leaned into it, and aiming right above that glove, just like Mirko Cro Cop, he's gonna put him to sleep, and that's exactly what happened. So Islam Makhachev, hats off to you, man. Awesome, awesome fight. And Alexander Volkanovski, you saved the show. I'm sorry it didn't go down the way you wanted it to go, but you saved it, my man. 11 days notice. I don't know anybody else who would have stepped out there in the octagon against Islam Makhachev like you did.
Especially a champ.
Especially a champ going up in weight class to be able to face him. Well, there you have it. Hope you guys liked the breakdown. Thank you guys for hanging out with this Technique Tuesday. Hit that subscribe button. Throw some comments down below. And of course, did I get everything? Notification. Oh yeah, hit that notification bell so you know when our next upload is. We need 1 million followers by the end of this year, guys. Okay? That's the plan. We're gonna 2 months. You got it. All right? Peace.